Morning there, guys. And good morning. And Piazza, Donna, Cohee, Kim Hampton. Wow. Good morning. Uh, Jacob, good morning. Chris and Lisa asleep. They're asleep. They're normally right at the top. Good morning, guys. It's Anna Piazza. Good morning to you, sweetie. Uh, there's Lisa. Oh, we woke up. We finally woke up. All right, Connie Hill. Good morning. Ronnie Neal. Good morning. Good morning, you guys. Lynn Suter. Uh, yeah. Good morning. You been waiting on me? Okay. Well, I'm here. I've been out here. I've been out here probably. Well, I got up 6, I think. But I've been out here for 30 minutes, sitting here, kind of doing some comments and stuff. There's Chris. Good morning. Yeah, you're late. Work call. Okay, it's all right, sweetie. Anytime you can't make it, it's okay. Glad you're here, though. All right, Deborah Barnes. Good morning. Kim. Good morning. There we go. And the Musketeers. Good morning to you guys. Uh, yeah, I've been some comments this morning. And me and Buster, and we came out about 30 minutes ago. Let the little gooses out, and Buster's still tired. He got to sit in the chair next to his pawpaw. And flies are bad out here this morning. After that, no, Roddy ain't because I stink. I don't where he stink. Flies are bad, uh, and I don't know why. There's nothing like right here. Just flies are bad. Yeah. Good morning, Steve. Steve's here too. I'm pretty sure. I've chatted with him, or I told him good morning. Keep Steve in our prayers, guys. Good morning, Thomas. It's gonna be different. It's gonna be tough days there ahead. But Steve, you gotta remember you got us to hang on to, buddy. You hang on with us, okay? We we with you. Uh, Alina, good morning, sweetie. I didn't get to see what all you said, but good morning. Saw your name pop up. Uh, yes, sir. We love old Steve and we love Sue. She's in a better place, Steve. No pain, no infection, all that. And speaking of infection and stuff, our sweet friend Karen had her surgery. They removed her gallbladder. Had a little infection there, so she just I think in the hospital for a day or so. But talked to her last night. She's doing well. Sends her love. So keep her in your prayers, okay? Karen Owens, without the S. Yeah. Anyway, good morning, Michelle and Kim and Peggy Irwin. Good morning. Peggy Coleman, I think, this morning is not here because she's painting. She had to have her son paint before it gets too hot. And so they're painting the deck, I think, she said. Good morning, Kimmy Rose. Uh, Good morning, Carla. Yes, Delinda, we sure do. Pray for all those that are sick. We've got a big list here, but we pray for the. Uh, Sometimes we can remember individuals by name, and we out doing stuff and think about them and say a little quick prayer for them and pray for everybody on our list. I always feel like those uh, and it's just me, but those that ask for prayers, that means they believe in prayers, and that's the first step on it, I think. Don't you agree, Buster? The little gooses are out here, guys. I'll tell y'all a story about my gooses. Y'all may already saw it on the video with Bree. I don't know. She goose napped my gooses yesterday. Now she comes up with all kinds of stories, all kinds of. I look great in red. Hey, I look dapper. I'm looking dapper, Ronnie, in red, with plaid. Uh, good morning, Jeanette. Good morning. And Toya, good morning. South Carolina. She calls me, gives me a call yesterday, and she says, I'm the proud owner of three little gooses. Uh-huh. So where you get them at, Bree? So I walk to the door and I look out. Sure enough, my little gooses are locked up in her yard. Now she says they wasn't, but they were. They were, and like in jail. And well, I know she take care of them, so I went on about my business. So yesterday, eating late, they hadn't come home yet, and I'm closing everything up. And I said, okay. So I drive over to the gate, and the gate is open, and they're playing. They're playing in the baby's pool over a little cash pool. Babies, y'all come on, we gotta go. And they see PawPaw, and here they come. Yeah, we got them back over here, and actually they went in real easy last night into their little cage, and I closed them in, and here she comes. She didn't know they'd already come home. And she says, I'm going to have to send you a bill for feeding those geese. I says, not when you steal them. You know, you lock somebody up, you got to feed them. Can't charge them. I didn't lock them up. And she starts this stuff. I didn't believe her. But I said, they are home. But they go everywhere. All around these yards. I think she said yesterday they come over, they came in by the air conditioner vent or something, come in there playing in that pool. And that's what I tell you right now, you better clean that pool before you let little cash go swim because them guys, they poop in their water. They will. They get in there and they swim around and they poop. They're having a great time. Oh, you have my hat? Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you. I have to clean their little pool every morning. All right, Roy. Roy Francis had his 80th birthday yesterday. We're right there at Roy's birthday. I ain't got Roy's name here. Hey, Roy. All right, Roy. I'm not far behind you, buddy. Uh, Roy, I was thinking that might be the first time I've seen your name on here. If it's don't get offended if it's not because I I said that about Molly one time and she chewed me out. I've been on here since day one. Okay, Molly. Uh, yeah, that's a pretty good number, buddy. I think we make 80, still kicking. We still kicking. Uh, all right, Janet, turn that TV up, baby. Turn it up. Uh, okay, Tammy. Was it Tammy had a birthday yesterday? Tammy. I think it said Tammy. If I'm wrong, somebody better let me know. Cause we're gonna sing to Tammy here in a minute too. Tammy. Roy and Tammy, I think, so far. Do you make it know? Okay, Carla K's making them biscuits this morning. All right. Yes, Tammy. Okay, I got you, baby. Uh, our May birthday's coming fast. Yeah, it is. They come too fast. Y'all ever noticed that? Hang on. Knock my thermos over. The lid's on it, so okay. All right, yeah, birthdays. We think we're never going to get to 18. It just takes forever and ever and ever. Finally, we turn 18. Well, our next milestone will be 21, so we can do stuff that others can't do. Well, it didn't matter 21 to me. I was in the Marines, so places we went, it didn't matter how old you were. But you turn 21, and then all of a sudden they're zipping. They get faster. The older you get, the faster you get. Last week I was 79. A week or two I'll be 80. Yeah, they go fast. Whoa. Landy, Crystal, and Jackson. Is it Jackson or Jason? Landy, Crystal, and Jackson, I think. Birthday. Man, we got a bunch. Uh, Landy and Crystal. I think it was Jackson. Oh, he's 65 and retirement time, yeah. Oh, yeah, retirement. I'm going to retire one of these days. I am. I'm going to retire. And I'm going to sit on the porch, my coffee and Buster and Woody. You got the face cream. Yeah, Jackson. Okay, I got it. Jackson. Jaxon. All right, Jackson. Uh, uh, oh, yeah. Guys, listen, there's been lots of tornadoes. Okay. You know, it's crazy, ain't it? There's places in droughts and fires, and at the same time down the highway, maybe a few hundred miles, there's storms, tornadoes, floods. It's crazy. It's just crazy. I was thinking about it last night, all the fires in different places. Places we don't normally see. We're kind of used to the idea of fires in California. It seems like every year there's going to be fires in California. Then those Santa Ana winds hit, and they can get worse. And see some horrible devastation. But some places we don't normally see fire. Seems like they're dry and they're catching on. I think fires in Georgia, fires in the Carolinas, and all over in that direction, all up in the north, uh, Wyoming, all up in that way, Nebraska, all them places. Just these fires. And in other places, there's tornadoes and storms ripping through. And we've never had a tornado right on top of us. We had one in these woods out here one time behind us. And there used to be a bunch of big oaks out here. Big oaks. Been there for hundreds of years. It's been years ago. And I heard this roar one night. I thought a train was coming. It sounds horrible. And the house kind of, my old house, not the one we had before the fire, it kind of did this, what in the world? And I got up. The time I got the door, it's kind of quieted down. It's kind of dropped down like that. And all the next morning, all these big trees were just like twisted off and twisted up. And the kids were all little. And back in the back, it hit down a couple places and did the same thing back there. It was like touching. Thank God it didn't touch down our house. But yeah, Kansas City last night, storms there. The rainstorm we got that you saw in my video, it was actually not scary, because I knew if it didn't last too long, all that water would soak up, and sure enough, the next morning it was all gone. So sand hill will soak it up pretty fast. Very seldom any water standing, except maybe down here on the driveway where it's low. But we needed that rain. But it was kind of scary at first, because when it's raining so hard and blowing, you can't really see what the sky is doing. You think, uh-oh, what's up there? But it blew on through, cleared out. It's fine. I think today it's going to be up to like 80 degrees. We're getting there. Anyway, I'd say, hey, good morning, Julie. I got my friend Julie up north, keeps telling me her weather. And I keep telling her, just hang on, spring's coming. And this morning she woke up to snowing, so thank God. Spring's coming, sweetie, you hang on. These little cats has got a piece of insulation, and I don't know where they're getting it. It has to be up underneath the house somehow. I don't know what to figure out where they get it. They come up on the porch. I see one over here now playing a strip of insulation about this long, that pipe insulation. And I know it's those strips that go on that water pipe underneath the house. It's up, but it's up beneath the floor. Oh, little cats. Anyway, that's what I was watching here. Simon. Simon's in trouble. All right. Uh, yeah, playing for all these folks is affected by all this stuff. You know, it's just actually it's all kinds of different weather going on. Uh, Jill's got another month before planting. Boy, I tell you what. Hopefully, I can work in my garden a little bit today. My cucumbers, man, they just like shot up overnight. That rain hit them. I've been trying to water them. But water hose, you just can't do justice. You can keep them alive, and that's about it. Uh, but that rain, whoo, boy, I went out there and but now they're trying to want to run on the ground, and I can't let that happen. I've got to get out there and take those vines if they're long enough. Some of them, I checked some yesterday, wasn't long enough yet, and kind of weave them into that wire so they go up. I don't want them going out. And quit bragging. I'm sorry, I can't help it. I'm so proud of it. I'm so proud of it. I'm not bragging. Okay, I ain't gonna brag no more. I ain't gonna brag. Y'all ought to see my cucumber patch. I'm so proud though this year because last year I tried it in these raised beds and I didn't have very good luck in this old soil I put in here. And the year before I did great down in Jamie's raised beds. You know, 'cause that's been 2 years since I've been out there, and but it doing the same thing it always did. I love it. The pickle king is back. He's back. Ronnie sent me a picture of his co-op garden, and you know, at co-op over there you can go buy and plants already got fruit on them, vegetables, you know. And last year he only bought one full of tomatoes, big tomatoes. And every day I woke up, I had a picture who stared me in the face with big old tomatoes on his plant. And I'm sure he'll have some more of those before the season's over. But now he's got that little goat, little Mandy. And he fell in love with her. He lets her out every day and she's starting to trim the shrubs. See how long that lasts. There we go, Amy. There we go. You never say hello to Amy. I'm gonna start. Listen there, Amy. Listen here. When I say good morning, folks, I'm gonna say good morning, Amy and folks. I'm gonna get your name out there, Amy. Amy gets upset. We don't say good morning, Amy. Good morning, Amy. There's several Amy's on here, Amy. So good morning, Amy's. Yeah, she is a little fainting goat. Roddy took her to get her. I think there's 3 Amy's. Okay. Good morning, all 3 Amy's. Took her to get her little. There comes the duck with her 4 babies. Took her to get her little buttons taken off so she don't have horns, and she faints. The minute the vet sits down beside her, all over. Had to give her mouth to mouth. I'm just joking about that, but she did pass out. All right, there's Dot. Good morning, Dot. Sweetheart, have a great day. Don't work so hard. Dot has so much going on. I don't see how she keeps up. She got more going on than I do. But I take my time. If it don't get done today, maybe tomorrow. You goose can go on. You gooses go on. You do have a lot to take care of, sweetie. My plants are looking good, thank you. I got tons of little jalapenos in here. They're still little. There's a bunch of them on every plant. I'll have some good hot peppers here pretty quick. I love gardens, and I've always loved working in gardens. Didn't like working on them when I was a kid because it's kind of a chore then. But we'd go out. It was a family affair. And especially on my dad's off days, if it was a weekend or something, his off days, we went out as a family. But we had chores to do all the time in the garden, like pull weeds and stuff like that. Even as kids on our own. But I didn't really enjoy it back then. I look back on those times now, and I enjoy the thoughts of the memories I have of that. But even when my kids were little and we had a little garden, they'd go out. Each one of them had a row. Yeah, each one of them had a row. Kim, Tina, Lester, Dan, they all had a row. I think Dan had a row. He's probably little. He meant I had a row. He probably got by without it. I don't know. But each one of them had a little row, and they'd go out and they'd go up and down that row pulling up grass growing up in it and stuff like that. Yeah, that didn't hurt them. It didn't hurt them. Good morning, Mary. Janet, good morning. Uh, yes, it is. Oh, Thomas. Thomas is doing better. Uh, he's doing better. He'll eventually probably have some surgery, but at the time, at least he's home. Uh, he got pretty sick on us, and we were pretty worried about him. Uh, I tell you what, Carla's got a beautiful garden. She keeps sending these pictures trying to hurt my feelings, I think. You ain't gonna hurt my feelings. No, it is a beautiful garden. And the transformation she's made from the first picture I saw here a while back, when it was like the way she left it in the fall. And it still had the old dead growth in there, and stuff. She didn't pull all that stuff out. And she said, I got my hands full now. And she did, but she sure did. But she has not only got it all gorgeous, yeah, gorgeous, yeah, she's expanded even and made it bigger. And it's just, every time I see it, and it's kind of a garden that you kind of walk in and you got those walkways. And, I'm surprised there ain't a swing somewhere out there in the middle of it. Stop, take a swing. I'm just picking on you, sweetie. Yeah, let's keep old Thomas in our prayers. He's a good man. If Ronnie don't ruin him, that's a problem. Uh, but I am pleased with my garden. I really am, I'm happy with these here and these pot plants. I'm surprised, but it ain't. But I shouldn't be surprised. These big ones here, I wintered over. They're last year's plants, and all I did was set them in here, and I kept them, watered, the grow light on them, and I had a heat light in this little old shed, and they stayed there all winter, and they've got little Tabasco peppers all over them. So I'll be making some Tabasco, putting up some Tabasco. Tabasco sauce is a slow process, so it takes the true way to do it takes about 3 years. I don't like to wait 3 years. My salad shooting geese, yeah, they are. They are that for sure. But those Tabasco peppers, the real way they do it, they grind them up. It has to be a certain color and all that. And they grind it red, and they have to grind them all up, and they put salt and vinegar, I think, on them. They set them up for like 3 years, and then after 3 years of that, just kind of soaking, they do some other process. That's the same mixture, but more vinegar and stuff like that, and then they bottle them up, strain them and bottle them up. Now I did that 1 year. Now, I waited 3 years too. Yeah, I did. And people said, "What in the world is that back in the back of that ice box?" That's my Tabascos. And I went through the whole process and bottled some up. Delicious stuff. Probably wasn't exactly what you buy, but it's close. It's close. And I'll do that with some of these here too. Multitasking. Yeah, she is a multitasker. Then it got a Peggy Martin rose. I don't know, have no idea about roses. I know Ben put 3 in the ground for G yesterday that uh, Lou bought her. She wanted the roses down this fence line. I think she got them all now. She can put out there. And I had a 4 o'clock out here that Ronnie sent me as a white one. I went out and dug it up and put it in the raised bed with these other ones. These other ones that we transferred from over the other house. They're purple and yellow, and I put that white one in there with them. And then Ben went over later and dug up some more and planted them all along the fence line. So we're about to line this fence up, and then Ronnie's got me some honeysuckle uh, pottage. And when I go over there, or he comes over here, I'm gonna put some on our fences here. So I love honeysuckle. Used to have some, and something happened to it. All got chopped out, cleaned out, or whatever. I love honeysuckle. It smells so sweet. Uh, Carla says she's too cheap to buy one of those Peggy Martin cuttings. uh, your phone's not saying what you want to say. Mine does the same thing sometimes, sweetie. And yeah, because it don't understand what I'm saying. And if I try to talk to it, it does all kinds of crazy stuff. Somebody reads a man, oh, he's cussing me. You know, I ain't, but it's just the way it comes out. Uh, and honeysuckle will get big. It will get big. It's about a little over, I don't know, 2.5 hour drive, maybe 3 at the tops over to Ronnie's. Probably about 2.5, something like that. Don't take that long to go over there. Uh, he keeps saying him and Jimmy's coming over here, and I don't think that's going to happen. You know, he's not above telling a story. He will tell stories. Yeah, I caught him in a bunch of them. Brought yours from Abilene. All right. Abilene, Abilene. Uh, oh, yeah, I'm not going to sing to you. I'm not going to sing to you. I was hoping, I know situations change, but I was hoping Steve put in a garden. Steve does a beautiful garden. It's not just a garden, it's a beautiful garden. I mean, it's just, everything has its place, and it's perfect. And last year, him and Susan, I hope you don't mind me saying this, Steve, when they harvested, they was able to share with all their neighbors and stuff. And I know all the neighbors love that, you know. But yeah, he does a beautiful garden, and maybe he'll get back to it one day. The only thing Thomas tries to grow is snow peas up there in Alaska. He does a pretty good job with the snow peas. Ronnie does a pretty good job with his co-op stuff. So, and me, I grow mine just plain old hard work. Just plain old hard work. Getting my hands dirty, you know. You gotta get dirty. You gotta get dirty in the garden, guys. You can't just sit there and go, ooh, it's dirty. You gotta get into it. Gotta get into it. All right, I'm trying to read some of these comments as I'm talking. And Deborah Thomas, good afternoon to you, sweetie, or good evening. Oh, it's Friday night where you're at? Ooh, where are you at? I haven't seen Annette yet. I saw they had, I think, a train wreck over there in Denmark yesterday. A train wreck. 2 trains collided. Uh, Uncle Ronnie, Steve knows how. Steve, you know how he got that name. You give it to him. You know, Steve. Steve's trying to be innocent this morning. I'm sorry, Steve. I don't mean to tell off on you, but Steve, it's Steve's fault, Ronnie. Wasn't me. I'd never heard that name about co-op plants until Steve told me that's a co-op tomato he's showing us. Yeah, it is. I'm sure it is. Yeah, that's Steve's doing there. He's not innocent, Ronnie. I'm telling you, he's not. Prayers for your sister Kathy. Okay, we'll put Kathy on our list over here in a minute. Uh, okay. Take your daughter to her program. Have a great day, sweetie. Have a great day. It had a barcode on it, Steve. It did. I can see barcodes all over. It had little tags everywhere, so you wouldn't steal them. I think it even had one of them things where you can't go through the checkout without it buzzing. They have to cut it off. So that makes me think he didn't go through the checkout with it. I can see him now running across the parking lot with it under his arm, being chased. Vera. Is Vera here this morning? I keep looking for Vera. Has she showed up yet? She may not be feeling well. I have to get a hold of her a while. All right, Lisa, you have a great day, sweetie. I know it's Friday. People still having to work. Okay, Vera's here. All right, Vera. Not you're. She's here, but she's sick. That's why she's not saying much. Normally, she's on my case. Uh, and, and all her veggies have barcodes. All right. Deborah Barnes says she works hard at being retired. I probably, well, I ain't gonna say I work harder. Uh, I probably do more now that I'm retired. Uh, I don't get, my knees get to hurting. I sit down. You know, I just find a place to sit down. I got chairs everywhere. I got chairs everywhere. And Ben and I got that barn partly cleaned out where I can do some work out there, and I hope to do some stuff out there today. Uh, your husband is getting the greenhouse started. I was starting the garden soon. I'm going to build a greenhouse. I truly am. I was watching a little program the other night. The guy's talking about shade for plants in Texas and places where it gets hot, real hot in the summer. You kind of preserve, make your plants last longer if you got shade over them. And the little shade was real cheap. And I think it's like 40% shade. It's like a real light netting he puts over his plants in the hot summer, in the hot part of the summer. And he said they even use it on top of greenhouses, over a greenhouse where get that clear greenhouse, they put that over, it'll kind of keep that sun from baking stuff inside. I guess during the summertime. So I may look into that. Uh, some of these guys raise cucumbers, seems like all summer. Oh, it gets so hot here, ours, they're going to make. Once they make, then they'll start dying back. And thank you there, Pamela. Thanks for that. They start dying back, and eventually by up in July sometime, they're done. They're done. I guess it's so hot you can't start another crop because in July and August, sometimes even September, unless we get a storm in here, a hurricane or something, we don't get a lot of rain. So if you're gonna get a garden here, you got to get it early. So, but I can do stuff like this, like some of this, keep some of this stuff going. Maybe even when it gets so hot out there, I can keep some container plants going. So that's just a thought I may try. even with some cucumbers. Uh, okay, so prayers for Tammy's husband. Yeah, a lot of you folks, well, a lot of us on here, I say us, there's a lot of sick folks on here, and some of your relatives are sick and need prayers. Jerry right here says is sick, and I see you. Keep Jerry on that list. But you know, and there are a lot of you on here have lost your spouse, and I don't want to bring it up over and over, but you know, it's a big change, and I haven't lost one, but I saw my mom. You know, it was my mom when my dad passed. It's a big change when you live with somebody for years and years and years, and all of a sudden they're gone. You know, and Steve is going through this now, and Ray went through it when Reba left, and you know, a lot of you folks. But just pray for these folks, you know, and 'cause I can't imagine, you know, going in the house and it'd be quiet, you know, no one there except me and Buster and Woody. Yeah, me and Buster and Woody, and well, there's a bunch of others in there too. But prayers for Billy's uncle, okay? So anyway, just keep all these folks in your prayers, okay? Uh, so I know from there's lots of chats, a lot of you different folks, you have lost your spouses, and all you say is just pray for them, hold them up best you can, you know. And my mom, I know she had to stay busy, or it would just been too much for her, and she was good enough health she could stay busy, and she worked at the school, and she just poured herself into it, and she worked as a custodian, and it was probably the best thing, you know, she could do. And most every morning I stopped and had coffee with her, and every morning on weekends we watch movies together. But that it helps some, but you got to stay busy. You got to have something to stay busy with. At least I think for her sake, it was the way it was. Okay. All right, look, let's do a prayer list and do our songs because we're almost. I think William had surgery, or somebody had surgery, and they're okay. William's uncle, was that what it was? Bear saying something there. Where's my pen? All right, no cats. Cats. No, Buster. Somebody tried to steal it. All right. Uh, was it someone's husband passed last year? Okay, Sherry, you're welcome. Uh, PawPaw's church. No, don't say that. I ain't a preacher. I do believe in prayer, and I know we always don't get the answers we want. I know that. Uh, but there's a plan, a bigger plan than us, and we'll know it one of these days. And for us that are Christians, we'll all hook up together one of these days. We may not be called PawPaw, PawPaw's folks up there, but we'll all be there. All right. Well, I don't know about Ronnie. Yeah, Ronnie will be there. God love him. Okay, look, here we go. Okay. Uh, got on our list here. Jerry was mentioned a minute ago. Dan, Atari, and Bertie, Patricia, my brother Bob, Laurie and Bernice, Jackie and Amy. Okay. Uh, Dorothy, Jessica, Claire, and Charlotte, my son Lester, Michael and Renee and uh, Michelle, Sandra and Erica, Jennifer and Elizabeth, Jay Lee, Molly, John, Cindy, Charlie, Eric, Marie, Raymond, Richard, Bernice, Betty and Scott, Stephanie, Amber, and Peggy, and our sweet friend Karen, and Steve, and Thomas, and Cindy, and Shelby, Sean, Sandra, Dora, Caitlin, Mel, Brittany, David, Marcos, Virginia, Lewis, Rita, Gloria, Kelly, Misty, Cynthia, and Sharon. Okay, and our friend Vera don't feel well today. Okay, I did, Amy. I did it before I saw it. That's it, our friend Vera. Okay, we pray, good Lord hears our prayers, and pray for all those in need. Okay, all those in need. Now, on to, and Kathy. Okay, yeah, Kathy here. Also, in Vienna, I said Vienna, I think, did I? I meant to. Okay, now, on to the song. Now, Roy, no problem. He won't bite himself. Tammy, these others, Jackson, I'm guessing is a guy. Is it Landy? I'm not for sure on the boy or girl. Crystal, I know is a girl. Yeah, okay. So the girls, if you don't have a mouthpiece, get a sock. Stuff it in your mouth, hang on. The guys, no problem. Us guys, and you ladies know this, we have self-control. we can control ourselves. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Y'all ready? Okay. We'll do the. Actually, I'll do about 2 or 3, and then I'll do another. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Roy, Tammy, and Jackson. Happy birthday to you. Okay, Landry's a girl. All right. Get a sock, Landry. Okay, here we go. Landy and Crystal. Go away, gooses. I'm singing. I start singing, here they come. They like my singing. I love y'all. Okay, cha-cha-cha. Here we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Landy and Crystal. Happy birthday to you. Yay. Cha-cha-cha. I love you folks. I do love you. We have fun. We have fun. It's a mute key. We do have fun. When Lester told me I should try this, I thought, no, I'm not. I don't have nothing to say. Yeah, I don't normally have anything to say. But I said, I'll try it, and I did it, and I thought, man, and the response, people talking and stuff, I thought, I like that, that's really neat. And I've enjoyed it ever since. And even though I haven't met 99.9% of you in person, those that have been on here, continue to be on here, I feel like I know you, And like Ronnie, I know him too well. I know him too well. But I feel like I know you. And I don't see you as just a name or something. I see you kind of like, we're like family, because it's the same one. And now and then we get a new one, and I hope they stick with us, become part of us. Because I see so many of y'all chatting back and forth with each other, and I think this is so awesome, Uh, the Musketeers made a statement that kind of touched me here. Said something about they got to know each other through this channel, and I thought, man, that's kind of emotional. Yeah, get off of that subject. But yeah, it is. It's. I think that's really neat. To meet people, become friends. You know, it's just awesome to me. Okay. All right, Deborah. I know that. I know you've been here, and so is Molly. So is Molly. Molly, don't get upset. You gooses, go on. I'm sick of y'all. Nobody likes gooses. Nobody wants a bunch of gooses around their feet. No, I don't want it. I don't want it. Can't do nothing about a bunch of gooses. Me and Buster can't take it sometimes. Anyway, it's Friday. Thank you, Peggy. Thank you. You forgave me. Okay, good. I need forgiving for a lot of stuff. Uh, you get to be 80 years old, you probably got lots of bad. You probably left lots of bad thoughts, memories in different places. It's just good that good Lord above forgives me. Uh, anyway, Karen is doing better. Uh, she's going home. Awesome. Awesome. She's such a sweet lady. Uh, she's another one like I've never met her face to face, but I feel like I know her, you know. And all right, Bill. Yeah, God's great. He sure is. Getting to go home and hopefully she'll have no more of them pains that she's had. Uh, I remember talking about gallbladders. I remember my neighbor growing up. I was just a teenager, and our neighbor next door over there, she had gallbladder problems, and she seemed like she was always in pain. And back then, it just took a while for them to figure out what it was. And I think back in those days, guys, listen, y'all remember that old term, exploratory surgery? You know, they just cut you open, start looking. Yeah, they did that. And they didn't know what was causing all of her pain. They cut her open. Yeah. But things have come a long ways. thank God for that. But yeah, exploratory surgery where they don't know what's going on. They're gonna open it up and look. And that's what her problem was. And anyway, she got after that, she's fine. I think she had to watch her diet a little bit. Seemed like if I remember that right. But besides that, she was okay. All right, sissy. Is Man's on here? Is Man's on here this morning? I haven't seen Man's yet. Uh, I haven't seen Man's this morning. So maybe she's not here. Okay. Or she's at work. I mean, Ricardo probably is at work. Uh, go away. Y'all gonna get put in jail again if you get around by my feet. Listen here, laying on top of my shoe. Laying on top of my shoe. Yes, you are. Here comes Louie. Nothing like gooses. I know they can make a mess though. As long as they stay outside, it's not a problem. If they go on this little concrete patio, I wash it off every day because they will get up there and play and leave evidence. As long as they stay off my porch, they better not come on my porch. You think my having substitute would look good in my cucumber patch? I can't do nothing. I cannot do nothing with you guys. But you know what? Seriously, it's all right, man. So you back good? Pick one up. I do. I pick them up. In the evening, sometimes they come up, sit down beside my chair, and I reach down and pick one of them up. They don't really like it, but probably if I'd have been picking them up their whole life, it'd be okay. I mean, they're not trying to, go crazy with you holding them, but you can tell they'd rather be on the ground. But they're feathering out, and they're really looking pretty. It's been as feathered. I'm gonna show you all the feathers on them. They're looking pretty, and they're not scared of them old big ones no more. They go out there and eat right along with them. They won't go home with them. They won't go home. But I think Bree told me she thinks that old goose has left her nest, and I hate that. And there's a whole pile of eggs, she said, down there. But I think she's left her nest, and I don't know why. She said it could have been that rain, where it's at. Water got in on them eggs, and she may have just got up and left. And I hate that. Probably should have went down and got some and put in the incubator, but I didn't want to mess with her. I have these three. Probably all three I could take care of and take care of them right. Because these guys, they're right underfoot. They're right underfoot. Now, yeah, man, people love you, sweetie. They do love you. Bree didn't. She didn't last time. She said the eggs she thought was bad, and most of them were that I had. I think I started with what was it, 8 or 9, and I had some start that leaking right before they explode. I'd see a little leak pop out. I'd get rid of them, and I mastered handling them, what I was supposed to be looking for. Some was clear as a bell, was nothing in them, nothing ever started. So I got rid of them. But I had these three, that kept showing up to be looking like they should have looked. And sure enough, these three hatched. And Huey was first. He was the first one. And the funny thing about them, the incubator's got that clear glass on it. And he'd look at me and I'd talk to him. Oh, he just get right upside the glass and I just talk and he turned it kind of like a cat or a dog would do. And next thing you know, I saw one of the other ones start to peep, what do you call it, pecking out. And whenever he come out, it's the same way. He'd come to the glass and look at me and I'd talk to him. Then that third one, come along. And it was littler than the others, but now you can't tell the difference. They're all about the same size, except for Huey's bigger. But they connect to you because that's what they saw first, I guess, or listened to first was me. So now they think that's our mama or our daddy or our PawPaw. What are they thinking? I don't know what they're thinking. They hadn't laid on my foot down here right now. But they know. I call them babies. Here they come. They come running. But they are funny, and I'm glad I hatched them. And whether those eggs Bree had, that batch she kept, was it all of them was bad, or it may have been some of them bad. I don't know. And these other ones that she had in there, I considered going down and getting some of them and putting them in the incubator. But I thought I got so much going on, the garden going on. I got these three already. Let the mama hatch them. And then we get that big rain. That may be what caused the water to get in the nest and she left it. I don't know, but they won't be no good now. So they won't be no good now. Because she set them already like 2 weeks or something like that. So sad, but anyway. I'm Mama Goose. Mama Goose. And the little deer, somebody keeps asking about the little deer. The little deer goes back in the woods during the day, and that may be an instinct thing. Seriously, it may be an instinct thing. I don't know. Uh, but he comes back out into the fields with the cows in the late afternoon, evening, and he'll stay there all night. And he'll probably be there early in the mornings before he goes back in the woods. And it may be he's back there browsing on stuff that deer eat. You know, it's springtime. All these different shrubs, plants have come out back there that they feed on. And so it may be that where he's going to. But anyway, he's back and forth. He is cute. He is funny. You drive back there, here he comes running. Get him a cookie. But I don't know if I'll ever be able to pet him. I don't know if he'll ever come that much. But he has still that wild instinct in him. Or maybe somebody said they'd bed down at any time. He maybe go back there and bed up in one of them thickets somewhere. Maybe. I don't know. Anyway, thank you, Vera. I love that what you just said. Appreciate that, sweetie. And listen, we're getting time starting to get close here. I hope everybody has a great weekend, okay? We're going to get back up in, I think, the 80s today, and tomorrow I'm going to mow the yard today. I got so many things planned to do today. I don't know if I get to them or not, because I got to have a few more cups of this. She said, when are you going to go out and work? In a minute, baby, in a minute. Ronnie's neck. Well, Ronnie's got, Thomas and I figured out why Ronnie's neck's like it is. He got some pictures on the wall. He's like this. Constant looking at the pictures on around his bedroom. He may ought to get rid of them pictures. His neck, get that kink out of his neck. Keep our military and our country in your prayers. Yes, amen to that. You know, there's some guys on deployment now. Their deployments were extended because of the situations around the world. And they're going to be gone for a lot longer than they normally would have been. Especially, well, probably all of them. They extend those deployments, and if you're over there somewhere and, well, we got to keep you a while longer, then you have no choices. So you just, there you are. So keep all them guys in your prayers and their families. Their families that they leave back home, guys. These guys and women. These guys and women go away and they leaving their spouse with the kids and all that, and it gets to be tough after a while, you know. Grew up on a farm and you had a pet duck. I just noticed all the ducks, I say all of them, when the water come up down there, boy, them ducks was having a blast down there. I videoed a little bit of them all down there. And there's a pile of little ducks, you know, that I think are going to make it because they're big enough now. I don't think the turtles are getting them as much as when them little bitty ones are. Them turtles work on them. But I didn't count them to see how many. Well, I bet there was 20 little ducks down there yesterday, medium size. You know, they're probably going to make it. So that's a lot of ducks. A lot of ducks. Anyway, guys, remember those folks in those past those storms, those tornadoes and stuff? I think they tore up a lot of places, especially up in Oklahoma, places like that. Remember all of them? It's in the path of storms. Remember our military. Remember each other. You know, our little family here. Okay, and an ad has popped up, and I got to get out of my way so I can see. Okay, we love you guys. I'm gonna get out of here. Yeah, he's fine, Ronnie. He's out there with them. I got some wild cats out there. Ronnie fit right in with them wild ones because they run every time they see me coming. But they'll come back and eat when I leave. I love you guys. Y'all take care. Have a great day, great weekend, and good Lord's willing, we'll be back here on Monday morning. And I'll be looking dapper again. Thank you, Jennifer. Looking dapper, PawPaw. I love that. Ronnie loves it. Y'all take care, okay? And see you tomorrow, okay? I love y'all.